So I did a little experiment where I was using the AI upscaling apps to upscale characters. And so for this, I used Trevor Phillips. I used him because it's a good character model, but slightly outdated. And so here you'll see 2 texture, and that didn't do a whole lot to the textures. Like, you can't see it just looking at them at face value. But when you see it on the model, you will see a big difference. And for the face texture, I had 2 versions there, as you saw. One came out a little bit more realistic, but not so sharp. And I also did the normal maps on that as well, as you can see here. Here's the results of just the textures being upscaled by AI, and just that alone, with almost 0 effort put in, it already looks pretty good. Like, it's usable. You have to keep in mind that I did a minimal amount of work here, almost next to nothing. And then this is a comparison here. And you can see here that it actually does make quite a difference. Again, nothing wrong with the model, but slightly outdated, and I figured kind of would be the best example for this use of the AI technology. And then here I do additional work. And so here I do additional work. As I showed you before, I had 2 versions from 2 separate AI upscaling programs of the facial texture. And I like the way both versions came out. They had both of their respective aspects. And so I'm going through here, and even with the normal maps for it, I'm combining them. And then for the normal map for that too, I actually used a normal map generator on one of the upscaled diffuse textures. And then I mixed the upscaled normal map from the original normal map with that as well. And then here I'm doing some micro normal, I guess, is what I'd call it. Detailed normal. It's where you tile normal maps in order to get like fiber detail, skin pores, fabric fibers, stuff like that. I think leather for the shoes as well. And then there was a loss of detail on some of the diffuse maps, so I also am applying dirt to kind of fill the gaps with the detail loss with that. And then here I'm doing some geometry changes, such as to the eyes. I'm sculpting the shirt and the pants, and they're not the best. I didn't use any reference photos on those, but I kind of wanted to show what it would look like to use, I guess, how well you can utilize AI as a tool for remastering characters. And keep in mind, even with the changes that I made, the additional changes, that was only a couple hours worth of work, and you can see here in this comparison, the original versus the new one, how far it went, and I still used a minimal amount of resources and a minimal amount of hours, a minimal amount of work, and the results are pretty good. They're usable. You could use this in a game or even in a CG project. I think that AI could be a useful tool overall.